All right, welcome everybody. Here we are for some yoga. Go ahead and get started with some meditation. Opening up the chest and just focusing on your breath. So what I'd like you to do is think of it this way. Inhale for the first 2/3 of the belly, and then inhale up into the chest for the last 1/3. So inhale, belly, inhale, chest, and then exhale, relax. So work it that way. Nice deep belly breathing, allowing the last third to go up into the chest. And feel yourself kind of just giving yourself a massage on the inside with your breath. Nice and relaxed as you exhale. Just really letting go. Letting go of all your thoughts, all your muscles. Allowing your mind to just wander and dream. Taking nice, long, deep breaths and just focusing on your breath. Really relaxing as you exhale. Taking 2 more deep breaths and then we'll open up. Think about taking nice deep breaths like this throughout the whole class. Staying focused on your breath. Okay, so let's go ahead and scoot up and shoulder rolls. We're going to be doing some stretching intermixed with some yoga poses today. So we'll really work and focus on yoga poses specifically. Try to make sure to make them look good, feel good, get the right angles and posture and everything. So let's start with mountain pose. Pull the head up. Imagine that a string is pulling your head up. Pull the shoulders back and down. You actually tighten up your legs, whether you're standing or seated. And then tighten up the back part. Tuck in the hips a little bit so you're flattening out the back a little. So you should feel almost all your muscles tight on the back side of your body. Pull the head back. Taking about 2 or 3 deep breaths here. And relax, rotating the hips in and out. Good, and then cross the legs and lean forward. So a little warm up or a little stretching in between, and then we'll do a pose. Just go back and forth. So this is your pigeon pose. On this one, you can cross low or high, whatever's best for you. Sometimes hip replacements don't allow you to cross like so. And then keep your back nice and straight. Take your chest forward, stretching that hip. And then we'll do the pigeon pose with a forward fold, coming forward, just kind of inching your arms forward as you do this. And take a couple deep breaths. And relax. Good. Let's go ahead and switch sides, or we'll start with the warm up here though. Rotate the leg, about 5 of them. Good. And then stretch across the legs, lower high, back is nice and straight, and just keep it straight as you lean forward, taking a couple deep breaths. And you'll be looking down at the floor about 5 or 6 feet in front of you, keeping your head in line with the spine. One more breath. And then the forward fold. And relax. All right, next we're going to do the cactus. You're here like so. We'll call this the rotating cactus. Start with here, just side to side. It seems as though it's harder to rotate with your hands up. Feel how the ease or difficulty of the rotation. And we'll try it with our hands down here in a little bit. But go ahead and hold the pose here. Call that the twisted cactus. And other side. And then try it lower. See if you can notice that you can get a little further, I think. A little bit easier to rotate. Hands down. And then we'll just look back. Good posture for this one. And then twisting back. Just a torso rotation. Holding it, taking 2 breaths. And other side. All right, so let's go ahead and stand up. We're going to start with warming up for the side angle pose. So we'll go side to side when you're ready. And try to go directly to the side. A lot of times when people do this, they'll have a tough time and they'll kind of go forward a little bit. Try to really stay upright. And that's the same for this lateral stretch. We're going to go to the side, up and over. Take a couple deep breaths. And other side. Excellent. All right. So then let's go ahead and step out with the right leg. And we're going to reach up and reach down with the other hand, and then come down and we'll reach the other side. And just go back and forth, reaching down each leg and then reaching over the head best you can. Try to have this one be more like this, not such a twist, but you look at the hand and bend back in the front a little bit. And then this one will be more bent to the side. We're just warming up for the triangle pose and the reverse warrior. So let's start with the reverse warrior. Straighten the right leg, look up at the hand, and try to really reach up as high as you can. What I like to do is once I get up there, take the arm over the head more and you'll feel that shoulder stretching. And then think about breathing deep in the belly for about 2 or 3 breaths. And then we'll go ahead and do the triangle. So this time you're going to reach straight up. The stretch is opening the chest and looking back. So you look back at the hand, taking a couple deep breaths. So you don't have to bend forward too much or bend down too much. You don't want to go real far. You want to have it so your hand's straight up. Take a couple breaths. Good. All right. Let's go ahead and try the other side. So we'll start with the toes turned out, toes turned forward, and just reaching down each leg and reaching up. Turn that one into more of a side bend, and this one more of a back. Inhale down, exhale up. And then here we go. We're going to go ahead and start with the reverse warrior, reaching up and back. Remember, you're going to reach over the head once you get up there, stretching that shoulder, take some deep breaths. And then we'll go to triangle. You might go out a little further, reach down, reach up, and then look back. Taking 2 more breaths. And relax. Good. Next, we're going to warm up the calves. Get ready for a bow and arrow stance. So we're just going to pull the toes up. Just working it that way. Stretching the bottoms of the feet and the back of the legs. Getting it all warmed up. So you can always hold onto the chair when you do this, but you're going to put one leg back, put the right leg back. Let me show you from the side a little. This one you want to have the front leg about right over the ankle. So if it's too shallow, your knee will go past your toe. You want to have it pretty wide, and almost better. It's better if it's wider. You can do more, but watch your balance. And then we come here. This foot's pointed straight forward, ideally. So both feet are almost pointed forward. If you want to get a little balance, you can kind of turn the front foot slightly in, like so, rather than straight forward. You'll have more balance is all. All right, go ahead and hold it. Kind of push into the back foot, really push the heel into the floor. This is the bow and arrow stance. It gets its name because this would be the arrow pointing up, and this looks like a bow. So hold here for 2 more breaths. and relax. Let's go back to the warm up. We're just going to pull the toes up. And then put the other leg back, pushing into the heel, coming to heart center. Just kind of lean into it, lower the center of gravity, and try to have yourself straight up and down. Take a couple deep breaths. Don't let your head go forward or your body. And relax. Next, we're going to warm up for a downward dog. We'll do that with just rolling the shoulders forward and curving the back. One more. Good. So we're going to grab the chair and we'll walk ourselves back. Go to about 90 degrees, flattening out the back, and then push your rear end back toward the wall or back further behind you. That'll stretch the lower back part of the legs. Now, oftentimes I have students that have done yoga for a while, and it's always okay to do more advanced things if you're trained in that. And so a lot of times people will feel more comfortable going all the way to the floor and doing their downward dog. Now you have to watch out as a senior. Sometimes it's not good to lower your head below your heart. So that's why we don't do downward dog as a general exercise, but you're always welcome to do it if that's good for you. You know that's good for you and you're trained in that. Personally, I think it feels even better with the chair. Then what I'd like you to do is go ahead and take your rear side to side, just kind of stretch it out a little. Getting ready for the tree pose next. Okay, so let's do the tree pose. Come in here. And you can decide where you want your foot. You can have it high or low. But one of the main things people often do is they settle into this hip, just kind of like this sort of thing. That's putting all the pressure on the bones, not really working the muscles. So let's go ahead and have the head pulled up with the string again. Take out that hip, good posture. Knees turned out. This is your tree pose. Hold for one more breath. All right, relax. Let's go ahead and go to the other side. Tree pose on the other side of the chair here if you're using a chair. So try to really get that posture, work those muscles, tighten them all up. And another thing is to relax your shoulders during this pose. Don't have your shoulders up, relax them, pull them back and down if anything. Now think of breathing into the belly, last third into the chest. You'll feel it right on your hands there. And then relax, do one more breath like that. Excellent. Let's go back to our downward dog. Stretch it all out. Take a couple deep breaths. and then back to center. Next, we'll warm up for the start pose. So we're just going to go like this. Good. And now what I want you to do is lean toward a chair or a wall or whatever. So I want you to challenge yourself. And I want you to come to a point where you do have to touch. Make it work hard, make it work you. So you're challenging your balance parameters to the side. You can lean to the side only to a certain point, and then you'll start to lose your balance. So come to that point and really stress the balance parameters. That's one thing about the star pose. Not going to worry about the form or anything. Let's just focus on the concept of working the balance parameter there. Keep trying it. Challenge yourself. Give yourself about another 20 seconds. And then we'll try the other side. Take a break and we'll warm up with it again. Just going like this. Excellent. So we'll try it on the other side. See if you can do better on one side versus the other. You never know, one might be better than the other. I think this side's better for me. I can lean further. You can almost lean all the way over to the side really on that one. But the other one is a lot harder. That's it. Keep challenging yourself there. One more breath. And relax. Good. Let's roll the knees around. Just kind of work out those ankles. Other direction. All right, great. Let's go ahead and have a seat. Next, what I want to do is warm up this hip flexor. So what we're going to do is find this position here where your foot's to the side. You can use your chair a little bit, but we're just going to go up and down. Not long, just about 5 or 6 of them. 2 more. And let the knee kind of drop. Do a couple more here. Let the knee drop and then open up. Okay, now push your leg back as much as you can and reach up. So face the side with your body. Reach up and back a little bit with your hand. And think of breathing again into the belly for the first 2/3 and then up into the chest for the last part. Try that 2 more times with the breath. Good, back to center. Inner thigh stretches next. Let's start with just going like this. There you go. All right, toes turned out, bend into it. Keep your back straight on this one. You'll feel it in the inner thighs. Good, and then we'll put the leg back. Start with your warm up here. I think it's good to have the knee slightly bent. And then what we'll do is up and down. And then just relax, push the leg back and reach up with the same hand. Take some deep breaths in the belly. And back to center. Let's just do a forward fold. So you're just going to relax, just like so. Take a couple breaths there. And then twisting, looking behind you. Other side. And last, we're going to push the elbows up, elbow up, go back with it. Other side. And a couple deep breaths here. Oh no, actually we got to meditate first, sorry. Jumped the gun. We need to relax for a minute before we finish up. So let's just do about a minute or two of meditation. And I'd like you to just focus on a sound in your room or your house that you're in. Any sound that you can come up with. But try to come up with just one sound, just one thing that you hear. And focus on that one thing for about 2 or 3 minutes. Give me about 2 minutes to really try to pay attention to just that one thing. You can work on your breathing as well, but you're really focused on that one thing. Taking one more nice deep breath now. And open your eyes, coming to heart center. Hopefully you did well at that, meditating on the one thing. Taking just a minute or two at a time is the way to go. And then you can go for longer. Let's take a couple deep breaths here and close up. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Namaste. Thank you for joining me once again. Don't forget to like my videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time.